G'day, wonderful listeners. This is Trev's Talk, episode 32, and I'm your host, Trev. Last week, I ended by talking about getting a call back from Medina, the lady from our local mosque. If everything goes to plan, I should hear from her around the end of this week. I am really looking forward to a meeting with her so we can explore the wonder of us both getting GBs over one another at our last meeting. Don't forget, I've previously mentioned that I had a special dream about sitting at table with someone in a mosque waiting for an important imam or cleric to come and meet with us. This may come to fruition if Medina calls me later this week. If you have been following these episodes of my podcast, you will have learned that I get hints, clues, and promptings from Our Lady which guide me towards doing something good. Like me getting dreams and GBs to guide me into doing a decade of voluntary work at our local Aboriginal school. That work made a definite improvement to how the school performed. At the end of my 10-year attendance, it was a far, far better school than what I found at the beginning of the 10 years. Now, I believe the hints, clues and promptings in the form of special dreams and GBs, my word for goosebumps, that I've received over Medina will guide me into creating the Medjugorje Scholarship Fund project with beneficial involvement from the Muslim community. I will get involvement from Jews and Christians as well later, but first I want to cement the Muslims into the project through help from Medina. I will keep you informed as to how the project is developing as I go along. So, more news is coming in future episodes. Well, wonderful listeners, you won't believe this, but I've just checked my phone and found a text message from my stepdaughter Colleen. She has sent me a photo of a full-page letter that has been published in major Australian newspapers. The letter is addressed to Prime Minister Albanese with a prominent headline stating, "Your words are not enough. Sanction Israel now." And the full-page letter is signed by multiple Muslim, Jewish and Christian organisations. Colleen's comment on the text is, "The Abrahamic religions working together." Wow, how good is that? I can show the text to Medina when we meet to show an instance of Muslims working with other religions and say that working together on the scholarship project would be great PR going forward. Sometimes I stop and think, why me? Why should I be so privileged as to get special dreams, GBs and ecstasies which guide me into doing good things? It is a huge puzzle. I am definitely not a deserving person. That is why I wrote and published my book. I wanted to show that I'm not special. I'm a very ordinary person that has made many mistakes. Some of the mistakes I've made have been quite awful. But then I remember a case where a man who received apparitions from Our Lady asked her that same question. Why me? I'm surely not the best choice. And Our Lady said to him, I don't always choose the best. So there you are. I'm not the best choice, but I've been chosen anyway. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the best choice. You may be picked for Our Lady's work regardless. Another thing that makes me wonder in some amazement is how the spiritual world does not do anything in haste. It does things in a time frame that is well and truly stretched out. I was led by Our Lady to visit Medjugorje to have experiences with and be imbued by the Holy Spirit way back in August 1990. And here we are now in August 2025. It is the 35th anniversary of my Medjugorje experiences. So, 35 years have gone by so far, and I still have not reached the end of what Our Lady has planned for me to do for her. The special future dreams I've had in the past point towards me doing quite a lot of work for the spiritual world as yet. There is much still to be done, and I am now 84. I am slowing down fast and wonder, how am I going to be able to do all that the special dreams indicate? I feel my future is tied somewhat to the visionaries at Medjugorje, announcing the messages Our Lady has given them. Because I'm 84 already, surely it means that the messages must begin to be announced soon. Remember in episode 28, I talked about the first two secrets to be given out to the public at Medjugorje being about an illumination of conscience, which will affect everyone. When this takes place, a lot of people will change their ways from doing the wrong thing to doing things right. We will get a better world. Our Lady has also told the visionaries that once the messages start to be announced, they will all be announced fairly quickly. That is a comforting thought to me, as it seems to give a time frame that would allow me to do all the things the special dreams and GBs indicate that I am going to perform. Also, in episode 28, I mentioned the third secret to be given out to the public at Medjugorje. That secret is about a permanent, undeniable sign, which is to appear on the Hill of Apparitions, where Our Lady first appeared to the 6 children. The sign, we are told, is to be visible, indestructible, and not man-made. I have read somewhere that the authorities at Medjugorje have set up a camera at the site of Our Lady's first appearance to capture the arrival of that promised sign. I am not sure that is the honest truth, but I can imagine that the authorities would certainly do that, capture the sign's arrival. So within the space of 3 secrets being given out by the Medjugorje visionaries, we, the public, will have a powerful surge of conscience, informing us of how God sees the life we are living. We will be shown the things God sees of us doing wrong. Back in episode 4, I spoke about my encounter with the Holy Spirit on Cross Mountain, when I had a reconciliation directly with him. I was shown the life I lived up to that point, and I experienced deep shame, powerful sorrow, deep regret, and heartfelt remorse at that life. The feelings were so intense and powerful that I've lived a better life ever since. I believe the illumination of conscience that comes with the first couple of secrets given out at Medjugorje will have effects on the public, like the effects Cross Mountain had on me. The Cross Mountain encounter made me instantly and totally change my life's behaviour for the better from that point onwards. I believe the public's illumination of conscience will change the lives of most people, just as my Cross Mountain encounter changed mine. From my experiences at Medjugorje, I can say, once God touches your life, you will be a changed person. You will want to please God. You will not want to disappoint God. Just as you don't want to be a disappointment to your parents, you will not want to be a disappointment to God, except that your desire not to be a disappointment to God will be far, far stronger than not wanting to disappoint your mum and dad. Well, wonderful listeners, you and I have come to the end of another episode. New listeners, please subscribe, like, share and comment if you will. Let's build a strong community so we can be a good influence and get a better world. Big thanks to regular listeners. Catch you all again next week. This is Trev, tuning out.